What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the 28th March 2019 build of the Havoc OS based on Android Pie on the Redmi Note 5 Pro. And I have to say this is still one of the most amazing ROMs out there, and I have been using it over the Redmi Note 7 Pro because the Redmi Note 7 Pro still has MIUI and there are no custom ROMs available right now for the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and I gotta admit that this ROM on the Redmi Note 5 Pro working flawlessly over here. So let me just show you the settings first, and let me show you some of the things which I really like over here. That is the system update. You can check for updates from here, as you can see, and here it shows new update available because it's a kind of a bug, but I'm still on this 28th March 2019 build. And I did update with this updaters, the system updater, and the OTA update with the system updater does work super fine. You don't need to worry. Now let's go back, and from about section, if I go into Android version, here you can see that this is based on Android 9, and the security patch level over here is March 5th 2019. Here is the baseband and kernel version, build number and stuff. And if you go into Havoc OS version, here it will show the Havoc OS official logo, version 2.3, build date, and the build type and stuff all over the place. And let me just go back, and in terms of customizations, this ROM is still a king. And if you want face unlock, I gotta say that if you really want face unlock, you have to flash the micro G apps 2 times. The first time you flash it, you won't be seeing the face detection option in the here, this smart lock feature. You won't see it, so you have to flash micro G apps after you reboot. And in terms of customizations, we have everything. Let me go into the Havoc settings. We have the status bar customization. We have double tap to sleep from the status bar, and here is the fingerprint scanner speed. Let me just show you again. Yes, it is not the fastest, but it's pretty fast. And brightness control from this status bar gesture works flawlessly over here too, as you can see. We have everything the battery style. You can customize it to dotted circle and stuff. We have the battery percentage showing up option, and battery bar you can enable it if you want to. Network traffic indicator and stuff is there. Status bar icons, yes, it is there too. And as you can see, we have headset and Bluetooth etc icons. VoLTE icon is there, and the VoLTE icon looks like the OxygenOS icon. Looks pretty cool in my opinion. And what else? We have the we have much more things like the 4G icon and stuff. You can customize the quick settings panel too from here. As you can see, we have this lot of quick setting customization, vibrate on toggle touch, and you can customize the layout too. You can choose the rows and columns numbers from here. And inside interface, from UI style, you can set it to be pixel or AOSP. You can change the background color to light, dark, shady, glassy, etc. And you can change the accent colors too. As you can see, we have a lot of accent colors over here. You have the fonts, plethora of options regarding the fonts. You don't need to worry. And Google Sans, the Roboto, everything is there. App icon shape, you can change the app icon shape to square, rounded square, square, kill, circle, teardrop, or hexagon. And we have the default colors and stuff for quick toggles. You can change it too, I guess. And what else? We have the quick setting header style too. You can change it to accent based, so that is why this top header color is still blue. And let me show you some more things. We have the switch option to OnePlus or Material Design. So all those good stuff are present over here. Let me just go into ambient display. From here you can change this ambient option, and you can enable it to for new notification, lift up to check, and these all kind of options are there. If you go into screen, you have the screen stabilization and stuff. Not really helpful, but I would say just change this screen padding option over here to some kind of 7 dp or something. It helps because the clock kind of covers to the edge, so I changed it to 7 dp. Let me just go back. Inside buttons, we have the power menu customization and stuff. We have advanced reboot. Let me show you. Oops. Let me show you the power menu again. Here, as you can see, we have the advanced reboot option, and if you click over here, you will see that this kind of icons, and these icons are pretty new, I would say, and it was not looking like this earlier. You have the hot recovery, bootloader or system UI reboot option, so that's how it is. Let me just go back. We have the screen off power button long press torch option, and this one just works flawlessly. Let me show you. If I hold this power button, as you can see, it toggles the torch and it just turns itself off again. Let me just go back. Inside navigation bar, we have the normal navigation bar option. You can change it to smart bar or fling. We have the stock AOSP settings, I guess, and one-handed mode and stuff is there too. So I think it appears, yeah, as you can see, one-handed mode is there. Let me just go back. And the gestures, well, yes, we do have the full gesture mode too, like this navigation bar gesture. And double tap to sleep from the nav bar 2 works if you use this, like the navigation bar gestures. And portrait height and stuff, you can customize it. You can just like pull it down a little bit, I think. So yeah, as you can see, we have the pulse too if you want to use that. Inside gestures, we have the system gestures. From here again, we have the torch option, and swipe up home button option is there, and swiping up all the way gets you to the app drawer, and swiping up just once will get you to the recent apps panel, of course. And swipe to take screenshot works flawlessly too, as you can see. And we have the full screen edge gestures over here. If you click here, as you can see, you can customize the edge gestures. This is the full screen edge gesture, so you don't need to worry. We have the OnePlus gestures too. And let me go back to lock screen. We have the double tap to sleep in lock screen. We have the media cover art, the clock widget and stuff. We have the temperature unit customization. Always use fingerprint, like the force fingerprint authentication is there, and face auto unlock is still there too. And what else? We have the status bar and stuff, like if you want to enable the status bar in the lock screen, you can do that. Charging info and stuff is there. You can customize the shortcuts of lock screen. Inside recents, we have the like recent style changing option to quick step, stock, grid, Android Go or slim options. Let me just go back. So a lot of like recent panel customizations, I guess. Inside notification, you have the charging LED, heads up, you can disable it, notification ticker, you can disable it, and a lot of stuff like vibrate on connect and stuff from like inside notifications. And inside animation, you can change the whole UI animation, of course. And inside miscellaneous, you have this wake up on charge. You can disable it if you want to. You can just choose the USB to file transfer if you want to. Like by default, whenever you plug in your USB with a PC, it will just like open the file explorer or the file transfer option. And here, as you can see, we have the screen record shortcut and stuff in the screen capture mode. And one good thing again over here that I noticed is that you can like enable hotspot and the Wi-Fi at the same time. So this kind of acts like the Wi-Fi pass-through. So this is pretty useful, I would say, at times. And what else? We have the screenshot and stuff option. Night light works fine too, as you can see. Let me just go into the settings and let me show you the display settings. Not much stuff are present over here since we have everything inside the customization inside interface. So here you can enable the double tap to wake if you want that. And inside sound, if you go all the way to the bottom, you will see we have the Mi sound enhancer. You can enable it if you want to, and you can use it with like youth edition and stuff. And this one works super fine, I would say. And the volume via the headphone jack is amazing. You don't need to worry at all regarding the sound output via like headphone jack in this ROM. And by the way, again, this stock launcher over here is the launcher by default, which have the Google Now cards to the left, and you can just double tap to sleep. So this is pretty useful feature, I would say. And if you go into the settings, let me show you the settings quickly over here. Here you will find this like the gestures option, and from here you can change it to double tap and stuff. And this, in this launcher, I find pretty like important or like pretty interesting thing, I would say. You can customize everything, like whatever you want. You can change it to like blur and stuff. You can even customize the blur, as you can see. And we have a lot of customizations over here in this like quick step launcher. We have the notification dots and stuff. You can enable it if you want to. Let me just go back. So double tap to sleep again is one amazing feature, and you can just swipe down anywhere on the home screen. It will get you to the quick settings or the notification panel. And one more cool thing over here, let me just show you. If you go into the edit option of any icon, you can just swipe, like change the swipe up option and choose it to be like play YouTube rewind. I just change it like this, and let me show you the volume is full. If I just do this, so this is pretty funny, I would say. This is like pretty amazing over here that it does this kind of funny stuff. And inside QualiWi, let me show you. So VoLTE and Dual VoLTE both works over here. If you are using 2 Jio SIMs or 2 VoLTE SIMs, it will work. And inside QualiWi, you will see that we have the recording call option and stuff. You don't need to worry, and VoLTE calls works flawlessly over here. And Google Pay and stuff does work flawlessly over here too. Like right away, if you flash this ROM, you get Google Pay and Camera to API at the same time. You don't need to do any kind of tweaks. So that makes this ROM an amazing deal. And over here, DRM info, a lot of you guys have been asking me the Widevine like level over here. So this is security level 3. So you can't really stream 1080p videos, I guess. So this is still like level 3 Widevine. And let me just open some of the apps and show you guys the app open up speeds and the RAM management over here. And I would say the ROM is pretty smooth over here. I have no issues, but sometimes, very rarely, while I am like heavily multitasking over here, and since I have been using the Redmi Note 7 Pro, I did find some kind of like sluggishness in the UI. So that's just like for like 5 seconds maybe. I find that the ROM is pretty sluggish, but that's how it is. You don't need to worry. And those sluggishness just goes away with time, I would say. And let me open all the apps one by one. So you just notice the kind of lag it did. So that's how the sluggishness works over here. And I would say the RAM management over here is pretty good. As you can see, it's keeping all the apps in memory. You don't need to worry. And you can just do this, just switch to the one-handed mode, and the like normal stuff, it works with the RAM management like super fine. I have the 4GB RAM variant over here. And in terms of stock camera, we have the like MIUI camera over here. Portrait mode and videos and stuff does work super fine. You can even shoot 4K videos with it. You don't need to worry. And if you want Google camera, you can definitely install it. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Although I do not have the Google camera right now, I do not have it installed on my phone right now, but you can definitely do it like without any issues. And by the way, the gaming performance over here is pretty good too. You can play PUBG on HD and high settings, so you don't need to worry much about PUBG gaming. And the battery life, well, the battery life over here is super amazing. Here you can see from the screenshot, I got almost 5 hours of screen on time and I still have 50% battery left. So you can definitely get around 8+ hours of screen on time. And here is the AnTuTu score of this ROM. So that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KTN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.